3 of the games. Maybe it's like an extra like mini game or something, but I'm pretty sure it's like the first 3 games of Crash Bandicoot. So yeah, he did that. Just it seems great. I mean, the Ratchet and Clank was, I feel, very big. At least the game. I feel like the game, it was a good game. They didn't need the movie. The movie was in the game. It was just cutscenes, pretty much. So they should just had it as game. They didn't really need it as movie. The movie, it was pretty much the game. You just didn't need it. Like, the movie parts of the game, you can just skip them if you don't want to, and that's probably what I would do, since I think I played a little bit of the game, at least in a demo or something, and it did seem fun. But I just I think the story or whatever, just it didn't really seem like that good of a story or interesting or fun or anything. So I just didn't really care about that. But the game seemed fun in the gameplay and all that, so that was good. I brought that back, even though I'm not sure if that was I don't think it was like a just a remaster. Whereas this is literal, you're playing the same game, but it looks slightly different, or more CG, more clear, and if you can get it on PS4 Pro, HDR and stuff like that. So of course, all of that stuff that you probably don't care about. So you can just get it on PS4 though. Have all those games, and that way you don't have to go out and buy I'm guessing a PS1 or before that, even older than that. But I'm guessing it was classic PS1 games, which of course you can't go out and get a PS1, but why do that when you can get it on your PlayStation 4 and they look great. So yeah. Do that, and you get 3 games, whereas Ratchet and Clank, that was just 1 game. This way you get 3 games, so there's a lot here. Now if they're saying this is like $100 and plus dollars, maybe not, but like 60 or below, I would say that's a good deal, especially since you're getting the 3 games remastered here. So next we have Marvel vs. Capcom 4 or Infinite. It's the 4th one, I believe. But they didn't put that in the title like the other ones, and that is because this one is a bit different. The ones before had basically all the kind of fan favorites, or the ones that they thought should be fan favorites of the Marvel Comics characters, and it just had everybody, or it had characters from all the Marvel licenses. Whereas in the movies, of course, Marvel can only use certain characters because Fox has a ton of the other ones, like Silver Surfer and the X-Men and Deadpool and Galactus and people like that. So Doctor Doom and other villains. So they can't do things with them. So this one is going to only have the MCU movie people in it. Anyway, basically, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU, has, the Avengers, pretty much. So they're going to be in this game with a ton of Capcom characters, which I feel like it was just like Street Fighter in Marvel, but I guess it's more since they show McMahon in the trailer, and I'll show the trailer. So you can see that there's there's McMahon, there's Ryu from Street Fighter, and then who do you have? Iron Man. So, of course, yeah, man. Seeing that again is just hearing everybody scream. This footage is from the live stream of PSX, so that's why you can hear that. But yeah, so who could save Iron Man? Captain Marvel. And of course, Captain Marvel doesn't have, there were no photos of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. So this is probably maybe just based off concept art that they've got of her. I'm not sure. But she might look nothing like that in the movie. But anyway, that's pretty much what it seems to be based off of. So yeah. So that game will certainly be fun. Of course, on the newer consoles to have a ton of Marvel characters as well as Capcom characters fighting it out, and then you have Injustice 2 as well. So I believe that those should both be out. Let me see. Make sure. Yep. I'm pretty sure that Injustice and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite will both be out in 2017. So good fighting games for 2017. Good fighting games. 2017 is looking to be pretty good. All things considered, with everything. And speaking of Marvel and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we have a new trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy. There's another thing from PSX, but we'll save that till last, because it is huge. But the Guardians trailer is also huge. So let me find the right. I just want to find the right clip to use. Okay, I think we're good here. I'll do it. Hey, if they cuss, that's too bad. But I think I'm showing a good part of the trailer. So this will just be. I'm not going to show the whole trailer, but a new trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out. It showed some of Mantis and a ton of Baby Groot, and everybody's going to freak out over Baby Groot and go to see this movie. But man, I don't need any more trailers. This movie is going to be as good or better than the first one. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, and very funny, very funny. So yeah, I can't wait. I have absolutely zero non-hypeness for it. I'm very hyped. Spider-Man, I'm not sure. They're doing it a bit weird with some of the stuff. I'm like, that guy's the bully. When Spider-Man bully him, yeah. But we'll see when the movie comes out. But there's pretty much nothing that they can do wrong with this. They'd have to mess it up pretty bad to make this bad, because it seems like they got it. It's not like they changed directors. It's still James Gunn. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a great movie with this. So this is probably the one that you can be the most excited for, because while the DC movies, people haven't liked the ones from this year. Next year's will most likely be better, but who knows if they will be. Thor has been fine so far, so Hulk might make it a lot better, but it could also just be another fine Hulk movie. And Spider-Man, who knows? I was saying it's going to be the best, but then they started taking it in a different direction than what I thought they would. So who knows? That just might be fine as well, but it'll probably be great. And then Logan's another one. But again, the trailer could have misdirected everyone to think it was great and showed just the best scenes of the movie in a certain way to make it seem great. So who knows? But this one, I don't know. There's no way that you can really mismarket this. This is going to be the movie. So anyway, I'll show you it now. So of course you got some more great music in there. Drax, Rocket.
Does anybody have any tape out there? I want to put some tape over the death button. Nobody has any tape. Not a single person has tape. You have an atomic bomb in your bag. If anybody's going to have tape, it's you. I have to do everything.
Keep running away. So, yeah, as you can see, Baby Groot, is gonna just sell a bunch of toys. I can't wait for Lego Baby Groot. I'm probably gonna get that unless it's in the biggest set and it's another Milano. Since I've got the other Milano, I could bring it out. I'm looking at it right now, but it might be too much work. So I won't. But yeah, that was a great set, great spaceship. had fun building it. 10 out of 10. But I don't want to buy another one for $80. I really don't. So please put that in the smallest set with Groot, Rocket, and then one bad guy, and just like have them somewhere. Have like them on like a not a rod, but like in Star Wars, like just a walkway. Just have them on the walkway with like bars on each side so he won't fall off. It's just above the ground a bit. Have one dude and then they can just whack him off, and that would be a great set. I would buy it. Anyway, so yeah, it looks great as you can see. You can watch the full trailer on your own. I don't want to take the views from the trailer because the trailer is very good. You know, but as well we don't have a lot of time left. I don't want to make this video too long like the other ones. So I'll just end it off with saying it was good. it was good. And it was also kind of unexpected since I read an article that said it was going to be today and thought it was going to be tomorrow since I read the article today. So I was surprised. I was like, wait a minute, it's already out? But anyway, the last reveal, The Last of Us Part 2. Wow, it was at the end of PSX. The last thing they revealed was this trailer. And I'm going to show a bit of the trailer, but it is, The Last of Us, a game with zombies and stuff. So there is blood. Hopefully my video won't get taken down because of that. But I'll show it from far away like this so that you can see it. But so maybe it won't get taken down because I don't know. It's far away. It could be just a little blood. Who knows? Anyway, I'll show you a bit. So basically, you just see this person playing a guitar, and you're not sure who it is or what it is. And as you can see, or you can't really see. We're already halfway done with the video. I didn't want to show the whole thing because it's 4 minutes. So at this point, you already know that it's The Last of Us because you can see that character. Anyway, oops. Yeah, a little warning. Although I already spoiled it. Too bad though. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. If you haven't. I haven't actually played the game, but I watched somebody play it, so I know the ending. But if you play the game, then we'll keep going. If you haven't, I'm sorry because I kind of spoiled the game there. I didn't mean to. You probably won't know necessarily. If you haven't seen the game, then just stop the video. There's not gonna be anything else. So. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anyone because that's a big part of the first game. But anyway, basically, it's confirmed by you seeing her, and then of course at the end as well. But yeah, so you see a bunch of this stuff she's singing. I mean, it was great because I saw a bit of it and I was like, oh, everybody's getting excited. What is this? And just like the beginning, which was about a new Uncharted game, I believe like a spin-off type game with one of the other characters from Uncharted 2. I wasn't sure what it was for the longest time, but I was like, it looks so interesting. I wonder what this is. And it's the same with this. At the end, comes in. Last of Us Part 2. So that is of course a big thing that of course it was rumored, just like with Marvel vs. Capcom. There were some leaks that that said that that game might be coming, and there was the same for Last of Us. They were like, would you do another Last of Us? Maybe, I mean, maybe not. And then there was some other things. They're like, they're working on a sequel. They're like, it's a prequel. It's a spin-off. And we were like, okay, who knows? But I mean, certainly some people probably thought that it might be a full-on sequel, but this isn't just a sequel. This is like Back to the Future type of stuff. This part 2, okay? Some people are like, you only need to watch the first Back to the Future. It's a trilogy because you have to watch all of them to. Maybe the other ones are like the first one where if they mess up time, they have to go back and fix it. But I don't feel like you should feel like you've finished the movie until you watch all three, because then you get the ending. With the other one, it ends and you're left wanting to see more. And that's kind of the same way, spoiler alert, The Last of Us ends. That a lot of people did like how it ended. Kind of, without an ending. They were just like, okay, yeah, they're there. Ends. But of course, with that, you can still do more. And I think that a lot of the fans will be very happy that they are doing more. So that part 2 was just, it's great to see. It's great to see. The Last of Us is a great game. It's a great game. Great game. Sorry about that. I can talk, guys. I promise. I took a course on talking. I failed. Anyway, The Last of Us is revered as one of the top 10 best games, even maybe. So getting a sequel for it, will the sequel be better? I bet a ton of people will say, even though it's not a movie sequel, it's still going to be bad. But then of course, people today that we're talking about, and they said sequels usually even better than the first one, because they they saw everything that did good in the first one. They can do all that and take out all the stuff that it just didn't work. So could it be better? It all depends on what exactly the story is going to be, because of course you have to actually make it good. You can't have everybody's killed off in the first 5 minutes and then you follow them as zombies the rest of the game or something. That would be awful. that would be awful. But maybe not too awful. You could probably do worse. But it seems like they're going in a pretty good direction with the sequel or part 2, which I think part 2, it's just it's better than the sequel, because it means, to me at least, it might still be a sequel, but I feel like they still had inklings. I mean, they didn't finish the first game. They didn't finish the story, really. You could say that was the end of the story, but all in all, until you die, it's not the end of the story, okay? too bad. Unless they literally, they're like, yeah, this is the ending. Of course, in Back to the Future, they don't die at the end. But anyway, I feel like they left it open, and maybe they had ideas for more. Who knows? Maybe they didn't. They're doing a second one. And I feel like the part 2 is, instead of like another thing, it's part 2. So it really feels like this is the second part of the story. So this, we're not getting another one. Maybe we're getting another one if it's really popular. But I feel like I don't feel like we're getting another one. I feel like this is going to be the end of the story. They're going to end it off with a clear cut ending. Because the other one, it wasn't clear. It kind of just cut off, like, as well. Whereas Back to the Future, all all the storylines ended. Everybody kind of went to the end of everything that they could do. There wasn't a whole lot else you could do, but in there was still the zombies, so there's still a lot left to do there in that world. So I'm very excited to go back. And Days Gone is now in nobody's minds. They announced the game at E3, and it was like, okay, cool, another zombie game. I don't even we got The Last of Us Part 2, man. we so I don't know. Hope maybe that game gets delayed. Actually, I don't know when The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out. So that might come out next year, and then The Last of Us 2, that might be a way to do it, so that you have that, because you can't have these games come out in the same year, because The Last of Us 2 will just pummel it. It'll be gone. Nobody will remember it. So yeah, you need to have it next year, come out probably in the summertime, I would say. Just have it as far away from that as you can, and do that good. And then Last of Us 2, everybody will be overjoyed to get back to, some of the characters that we loved from the first one. And so that will do it for today, which these were all so long, man. Yeah, I do talk a lot, but as you can see, I do like it, I think before, maybe sometimes, even though it was very long, it was just because we had a lot to just cover, but I wasn't able to really talk about it a lot. Whereas now I'm talking about it a lot more and showing less, which I think is overall kind of better because there's not as much copyright material, although it still might get copyrighted, which I mean isn't a big deal now, but who knows later, I mean, at this point, it doesn't seem like I'll be able to be a big YouTuber ever and get money from this, but you never know. But anyway, yeah. This long video. We will not have a video tomorrow unless there is news as big as this, but I really don't think there could be. Actually, I might have a reaction video. There might be a K-pop comeback. I'm kind of forgetting whose, but I feel like there was one tomorrow. So I might cover that. Besides that, I'll see you on Monday with another episode of Tacky Time. So yeah, get excited for all this new stuff coming out in the coming years, and maybe just in next week. Broke One coming out very, very soon. It's gonna be hopefully very good. So anyway, I shall see you soon. It's go time.